Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Doug. I am the owner of Patken Photographer. I apologize to all of you that I am not better looking, and hopefully I will try to make this as quick and painless as possible for you. To begin with, I hope that you are all safe and healthy and good things are happening around you, and this hasn't put too much of a damper on your planning. This virtual show is a great platform, and I'm going to try to make you feel just like you are right at home in our studio. So with that being said, we are very fortunate. The name of this company is Patken Photographer. We have been around for a little bit over 35 years and done roughly about 27,000 weddings at this point between our New York office and our Florida office. Company started with myself and my parents. I bought them out. Well, it's been about 20 years now. It was either they go or I kill them. So I made the choice to purchase, and we have a wonderful relationship because of it. One of the biggest things that separates us from any other studio is that all of our photographers, all of our videographers, if you want video, are all full-time employees. They're all taught and trained by me, which means they can all do the same thing. With that being said, the biggest thing that's going to separate them is personality. And you will look on our website, you will see all of our team members, you'll see biographies and different things like that. To give you the most important part of what we are, we're commonly asked, what's your style? And the word that I would use is very simply flexible. We are flexible. After all these years, we know that we have to be open-minded to you, your personality, your ethnicity, your Pinterest board, whatever it is that kind of makes you you. What is it that makes us different? Well, the fact that we are so open-minded. We believe it's important that you know who you're dealing with and planning out everything from the storyboard to all the way through. So whoever is photographing your wedding is the one who is going to do everything. They'll do your shooting. They're going to do your planning. They're going to do your editing and retouching and all of that good stuff. And they're basically your new best friend for as long as you're planning this and going through it. Now, some of the other things that separate us, coming from New York, our weddings are a lot longer there. So when we moved to Florida, we realized that most studios work by the hour. I don't believe in that. I think we're there to do a job. So generally, we start with a couple. If they are getting married at a church, we'll start with the bride about 2 hours before. And we go all the way to the end, till after cake, garter, bouquet, and all that good stuff. If you're getting married at the venue and you're going to see each other for a first reveal, we would generally start about 3 to 4 hours before. This way, we cover everything. And again, we go all the way until after cake, garter, bouquet, and all the good stuff. So basically the end. There are no overtime charges. There are no location fees. So if you're getting ready at your home and then you're going to a church and then some type of park and then you're going to your venue, it is all included. Now, the biggest thing that separates us is the fact that we include retouching. And I mean severe retouching. We are looking to make everything perfect. We are going to remove bags under the eyes. We're going to whiten your teeth, pimples. If you're like, my arm is too chunky, grandma's missing a tooth in 400 images, whatever it is all included. Now, as beautiful and handsome as you all are, we know that everybody has their kind of self-image issues. So with that being said, the only thing that really affects our cost here is, most importantly, number one, if you'd like an album for you and your fiance. And number two, one of the things that photographers really try to push on you, but in my opinion is an incredible waste of money, is whether or not you would like to give albums to your parents. Why do I believe that? I don't think most parents are going to look at them. I think in most cases, they're going to wind up putting it in a closet or under a coffee table. And truth be told, because we're giving you perfect images, it is one of those things that you could make yourself on Snapfish or Shutterfly or one of those sites. You could go to your local CVS or Walgreens and be able to make it for about probably 1/10 of the cost. Will it be as nice as ours? No. Will you know the difference? Absolutely not. Why? Because the biggest difference is not in the album itself. It's going to be in the graphic designer. That's the key that makes everything roll. The person sitting there who's really customizing it. But if you have perfect images, it should be about the image. So with that being said, as I explained, I believe we're flexible. So if you decide to get an album, I'm sure you've seen where photographers say, well, this leather album is this much. If you want an acrylic cover, it's this much. If you want a rectangular book and you want a unique inside, it's this much. Whatever it is, in our case, whatever album, whatever size, whatever shape, whatever cover, It is all included. There are no extra fees. There are no charges. We try to make everything inclusive. Now, to give you an example of our work, one of the things that I said to you in the beginning was that I believe that it's important that we are flexible. If people asked us to describe what we like, I would say very simply, we're kind of a vintage glamour meets more of a contemporary fashion, as you could tell by this album. We like to mix things up. So with that, what we're doing is basically working between things that are detailed, like you see with the rings, and then things are more traditional, like you see with the cute doggy. But it's all about telling a story. You would never pick all of these images that are here. You may pick the one of the dress alone and maybe her smile in the bottom, but all the images are naturally organic, free-flowing moments to tell the story of who you are, working between things that are going to be unique. You have the shoe, you have the details, you have something relaxed. Then you have something more like we like, which is kind of a vintage glamour meets more of a contemporary fashion, with you have more of a seductive shot on the side, then more natural in the middle, then more fashionista. Now you have cut-ups and mashups on your left of frame, but then you see things a little bit more traditional. You see classic with the girls, but you see fun with them. You see traditional with the family, and then again, breaking into things that are more relaxed, the details as well as him looking relaxed and comfortable and traditional, but yet fun. One of the best things that we do is we believe in setting up remotes all over the place. This way we're able to get the front of you as you walk down the aisle, the back of you, him crying, everything in between that tells a story. And as you look, you see the details, you see the close-up, you see the three-quarter, you see the full length, the hands, the details, the moments. On the left, you see something more Pinteresty. Those two in the middle are more like what we like, a little bit more vintage, glamorous. And then on the right, you see vintage and soft and romantic, sexy on the left if you like it, and then more traditional with the family. And then fun with the girls, classic with the bridal party, and then straight up boring so nobody gets mad at you. Last thing the parents can say, why isn't there a traditional one? Well, now you have it. And then again, unique storytelling, fun, relaxed, sensual, and kind of everything in between, telling who you are, what you're about. And that's exactly what we try to do when we work this way. We want things that when you look back at it, capture the essence of everything. So we just shoot, shoot, shoot. And again, we edit and retouch everything. Nobody wants to see that my left eye is smaller than my right, or that I have 6 chins, or little things like that, or I look like a middle-aged pregnant woman. All of that will be corrected by a little bit of posing and a little bit more of how we create in Photoshop afterwards with the retouching. Now, the best thing about us is we have been, like I said, in business for over 35 years, but we are still relatively new to the Central Florida area and Northern Florida area. So with that, we believe that the most important thing we can do is give you affordable pricing that gives you the incentive to work with us, and more importantly, allow us to do a great job and have you recommend us. So with that being said, our collections start at just $16.50 with your show discount, normally $21.50, but you are saving $500 because of this show. That will include the coverage, like I explained all day, the editing, retouching, the files, one big 11 by 11 portrait, which is big enough so that people see it when they walk into your home, but small enough so that they don't think you're obnoxiously in love with yourself. We're also going to give you 6 8 by 8 portraits, which is roughly this size here. One of the other things that we're going to do, which is probably the most important thing we do with you, is a whole getting to know you engagement session. That's our chance for about a half hour to kind of learn about you. And again, see all the good points. We're looking to say, okay, she doesn't look good here because one eye's smaller than the other. He's got a bend in the nose. She's got a crooked smile. If I tilt his head, he's thinning. Again, self-image. We're also looking at style, because you could look at everything behind me, like, oh my God, I love that one in the middle. It's so spontaneous. It's so fun. And then there's that one up there. It's sexy. I like it. And then I take you outside. I lay you under a tree and you think, oh my God, he's absolutely crazy. So we learn about you. But the most important part, personality. Because again, the fact that all the photographers are full-time, you get to know them. You get to spend time with them, whether it's me or Kevin or whoever it may be. So that's really what we want to work with. is making sure that you're paired correctly. As I explained earlier, if you happen to look up our reputation, you would see it is not good. It is immaculate. We have won the best of everything: Wedding Wire, The Knot, Wedding Channel, Martha Stewart, Long Island Weddings, New York City Weddings, Wedding Bee. We have been voted best of Long Island 12 years in a row. No other company has ever won it. In our first full year in Orlando, I'm excited to announce, we were voted the best wedding photographer and videographer in Orlando by Orlando Magazine, which will be coming out, I think, the end of May. So why is it that we have this reputation? Why is it that we have 5 stars everywhere, including Yelp? And if you know anything about Yelp, nobody's 5 stars on Yelp, including Yelp itself. I think it's for one reason: because of the detail that we take in working with you and making sure that you're paired with the right person. Now, if you want something a little bit more detailed, saying you do want an album, the prices, again, are very reflective of being cost effective for you. So with that, you would get the album, the prints we discussed, the engagement, all the files, the coverage, and you're looking at a total of $22.50 plus tax. Everything is plus tax. We set up our payments to be convenient for you so that you can pay them by any method, including check or credit card, Venmo, whatever works for you, including any and all of the payments. The only added fee is the normal 3.5% credit card fee. But now more than ever, you need the security of having a credit card company and knowing that we're doing the right thing by you. So I would love to discuss this further with you. I could always be reached on my cell at sorry, I will give you yes, my cell, 516-551-1602. We could always be called on our studio line at 407-349-7143, or of course at our website, which is www.patken, Patken, photographer, photographer.com. Doug at patkenphotographer.com is my email, just my name, DOUG, at patkenphotographer.com. And I'm happy to discuss photo, video, and everything in between. And I'd love to hear from you further. And we look forward to speaking and meeting in the future. And I wish you all the best of your wedding planning, safety, and many blessings moving forward. Be well, and thanks for the opportunity to speak to you today.